What's good, sexies? So, we back. The night just doesn't end. We have a trailer now, officially, for all the characters we just saw in the Fate channel. It makes sense that they would drop a trailer, because the Fate channel was more so just to talk about the rearmed heroes and all the new mechanics relating to them. So here we're going to see the skills of what the units do. Okay, we're starting off with Shez up first. Shez is really cool. I think Shez was the only, like, really awesome thing to come out of Three Hopes. I really like both of the male and female Shezes. So, Crimson Blades, we have here 11 might and 1 range, grants speed up 5, inflicts defense and res -5, unit attacks twice. At the start of combat, the following effects will occur based on unit's HP. If greater than or equal to 20%, grants special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack. Doesn't stack. And also, if greater than or equal to 40%, reduce damage from foe's first attack during combat by 40%. Alright, so he basically just has a brave attacking weapon with 40% DR and also special ramping, which is pretty good. And then it's got 11 might. That's the one downside. When they do these actual, like, genuine brave attack weapons with the speed up 5 and defense and res -5, the might ends up tanking quite a bit. So, like, units like Lysithea, the Winter Lysithea, who has conditional brave attacking, she gets to cheat and have the full might on the brave attack. So, a little bit of a downside for Shez here. We have Moonbow, we have Speed and Defense Bulwark. Okay, that's really good. A new Bulwark skill. Bulwark is basically just super obstruct. So, this is a really good skill to put on a bait unit. Giving speed and defense is going to help your bulk quite a bit in the melee matches against units that deal physical type damage. And the 7 HP recovery after combat is very helpful. So, yeah, these passive heal passives are very good. And then attack and speed oath 4 as well. Alright, not too crazy with the oath level 4s, but I mean, here we are fighting in Middle-earth. This is literally Mordor, guys. We have Sauron watching on in the background. I love that. Okay, so next up we have Monica, Favored Vassal. I think her relationship with Edelgard is kind of one-sided. I don't know if Edelgard would call Monica her favorite vassal, right? Probably that's what she would say about Hubert. But Monica can dream, right? So she's going to be a Blue Tome Infantry. Alright, let's see what Monica's got. So, Wind Genesis, 14 might and 2 range, got -1 special trigger. At the start of the turn, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants attack and speed up 6 and Desperation to unit for 1 turn. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants another attack and speed up 6 to unit during combat, and inflicts a penalty on the foe's speed and res during combat, equal to 11 minus foe's max special cooldown count value times 2, with a minimum penalty of 3. If foe does not have a special skill, penalty is 3. Interesting. Okay, so she's got a lot of stats here. Attack and speed up 6. The first one is going to be a blue buff because it's at the start of the turn. So that could get nullified by a lull skill if the enemies have it, or flipped around by panic or something like that. But still, getting free blue buffs is nice. This one here, the attack and speed up 6 on the other one is going to be from an in-combat buff, so the enemies can't do anything to stop that. And then the speed and res penalty on the foes looks pretty strong, with a max or minimum penalty of 3, and I guess what would be the maximum penalty? So a 2-hit cooldown special, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 minus 11 is 7, or rather 11 minus 7 is 4, so I guess the maximum penalty would be 7. I don't think there's a 1-hit cooldown special that you're going to run into, really. So, oh, well, actually, does that count for enemies slaying effects? So, like, let's say they had Glimmer equipped and they have -1 special trigger on the weapon. Would that then be counted as being a 1-hit cooldown special? I guess it would be, right? So, 3 minus 11 is 8. Possibly speed and res -8. That's pretty good with the Desperation as well. Then she's got Glimmer, attack and speed ideal 4, and speed and res tempo. Tempo's very good here because with Desperation and tempo, they're not going to be able to block her from just ramping right into Glimmer. So looking pretty good, honestly, for an infantry mage. All right, let's go ahead and see her attack animation. All right, pretty cool. She makes like a tornado drill out of wind. Gotta love it. All right, so who's up next? Okay, the Ascended Hero. This one's going to be Hilda. They really messed up with the Ascended Heroes. They gave us Ascended Joshua, and I guess they put in way too much effort with him, because the concept and design for that Joshua was just so good. And I don't think they've ever matched it yet. Not just from the Ascended Heroes, but just in general. Like, the concept for that Joshua is one of the coolest things to come out of Fire Emblem Heroes. But unfortunately now the Ascended Heroes are just literally heroes who come with florets, and that's about it. So we have 3 Hopes Hilda here. She's going to be an Axe Infantry type. I'm not going to be as negative towards Hilda as I was with Florina, because at least I do like Hilda as a character. I don't really care too much about Florina. So we have Fuming Freykugil, 16 might, 1 range, -1 special trigger at the start of combat for allies in 2 spaces of unit. If the ally has defense greater than unit's defense, or if unit has not entered combat during the current phase, grants all stats up 3, and reduces damage from foes' first attack by 20% to those allies during combat. At the start of unit's combat, if unit is not within 2 spaces of any allies with defense greater than unit's defense, or if unit is not adjacent to an ally, grants attack and speed up 6 to unit during combat, reduces damage from foes' first attack by 40% during combat, and deals damage equal to X% of unit's speed when special triggers, where X is unit's max special cooldown count value times 10 plus 20, and excludes AoE specials. Very interesting. Okay, so she reminds me a lot of the refined Hilda, where she's giving all of this support to the ally in 2 spaces, and then she's gaining a whole bunch of buffs to herself as well when she's in combat. So seems like a decent option for if you want a solo fighter, or if you also want to have support on the team. We have Luna as well, attack and speed solo 4, velocity, brand new skill. If unit speed is better than the foe's speed, reduce damage from foes' attacks during combat and AoE specials by % equal to the difference between stats times 4, and neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on units. So we have here damage reduction and nullify guard. That's really good. On this unit, that's really good. She has -1 special trigger. She's gaining bonus damage based on her speed stat, essentially. She's got attack and speed up 6. Yeah, this is a really good this is a really good player phaser. And then she has joint drive speed to cap it all off. Okay, I like what I'm seeing from this Hilda. Definitely a much better take on an Ascended Hero than Florina. And I know all I do is throw shade on that poor Florina. What did she ever do, right? But I don't know. She was like the most uninspired release they've ever done. So that's the main reason I don't like her that much. And then we're getting this rearmed hero, Lif, of course. He's going to be the star of the show. These rearmed heroes, you're going to be able to use them for skill fodder and still keep a copy of them on your barracks. So, really great. His weapon looks like the best inheritable sword right now. So, hopefully we get more of these rearmed heroes for different weapon types soon. I'm not going to read his weapon. We already know what it does, but there it is in case you guys missed it. He has Open the Future. I knew he was going to have this because the other Lif has it, and also Duo Alphonse. So this is like a unique skill to Alphonse and Lif units. Pretty good. It's basically just Bonfire with healing. So that's going to be a very solid skill for him. He has Attack and Defense Clash 4, so a brand new Clash skill. Very interesting. So I don't really know if I would put the Clash skills in like a top priority tier, like compared to all other A skills. I feel like there's better A skills overall, but they're certainly not bad. So if unit or foe initiates combat after moving to a different space, grants bonus to attack and defense during combat equal to X plus 6, where X is the number of spaces moved from starting position to ending position of whoever initiated combat with a max of 4. And if X is greater than or equal to 2, you nullify penalties to attack and defense. instead of nullifying penalties to attack and defense, I would much rather run a unity skill and then turn penalties into a bonus. But that's just me. All right, then he's got Deadly Balance. So Lif already had this, the OG Lif. At the start of combat, if his HP is over 50%, or if a penalty is active, inflicts attack and defense -5 on the foe, and grants special cooldown charge +1 per foe's attack during combat. So he gets a breath effect and another attack and defense -5 debuff to the enemy. That's very good because this weapon already has a -6 attack and defense penalty. He's got -1 special trigger to combo with the breath effect with Open the Future. And then he's got attack and defense menace. So looking like a very competent unit here. He's got great skills for fodder. He's going to be a great unit for combat as well. So definitely some good stuff we're seeing here. All right, I don't think there's really anything else that they have to show. We know we can spark twice on this banner as well. They announced that you're going to be able to do the spark twice. So you're probably going to want to spark for Lif. I would say go for Lif more so than Hilda, because being able to fodder a unit with good skills like that and still keep them on hand, I think that might outweigh the bonus of having an Ascended Florette. So that would be my recommendation. If you're going for one spark, then probably go for Ascended Lif, or Rearmed Lif, rather than Ascended Hilda. But if you're going for both sparks, then definitely take both of those two. And here they're just showing us how this works, but we already saw this from the Fate channel, so it's kind of a moot point there. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about these units. Let me know in the comments section down below what you guys think about all of this. What do you think of the unit's skills? Which one of these characters is your favorite? And if you're going to summon on the banner, I'm wishing y'all some good luck here. I'm going to go ahead and cast Rally Up Luck Plus to everybody if you're summoning. So this is your boy Tacho signing out. Take care, guys, and I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.